Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial. It's about how to design the logo using Illustrator. As we all know, Illustrator is a vector drawing program. So if you're designing a logo, you can either use typography by typing or drawing it, then using that drawn sketch to formulate your own logo. The best way to come up with a nice logo will be drawing it, and we can try that out. Remember, a logo is something that should be precise and simple. It should have limited colors, like 3 or not more, at most 3. A logo is a brand, a trademark, a symbol that identifies a company's name. Some are words, some are letters, others are initials. Actually, initials are letters that represent a word. Giving an example, I can have a name like Teresa Jumba. Let's use this board to come up with what we wanna talk about. I can have a name like Teresa Jumba. I think we can all see that. I don't know if it has come out well, but we can choose the letters T and J. For those of you who can't see clearly, I will write it again. T H E R E S A and J U M B A. Teresa Jumba. So we can choose out T and J. T and J. T and J. So this is going to be our area of focus. T and J. I'll use an eraser to come up with what we want to finish up today. Sorry about this. So I think you can all see well. We will come up with T, that's letter T, and letter J. So remember, T and J, they are the initials representing the name Teresa Jumba. Being a logo, it's supposed to be eye-catching. In this case, we are going to make these letters come out bold. Remember, we are trying to sketch something that we are finally gonna come out with, conceptualize using Illustrator. So, looking at these steps, this is just like the skeleton of the logo. You see that T is so thin and the J. But we can come up with a T which is a little bit bold if drawn. So we can come up with a creative T. Let me select this. This can be our T, and We can come up with a J. Something like this. This is just good enough to get us going. You may add something around it, maybe like a circle, if you feel like. So we can try to come up with something like this at the end of the day. Let's try this out using our Illustrator program. In this case, I'll take a screenshot, of course. I'll use this same computer to take a screenshot. I'm using both hands, so let me hope and try to come out the way we expect it to be. With the Mac computer, you can use the Shift Command and 4 button. Shift Command and 4. Let me take this. Let me put straight to the camera. Come up with this. So I've taken a screenshot and this is what we are going to use. Let me put this board aside and we get started. Yeah, so we are going to open our Illustrator program. So this is the program Illustrator. We are going to bring up this is our Illustrator program. We are going to bring out our logo that we've just drawn with the hand, place it here and take a quick look at it or how we go when solving the problem. So we'll go to File, Place. So that's Illustrator. Whenever you're bringing a picture or an image, you go to File, then Place. The way you see it here, File, Place. We'll go to the desktop because that's where our caption has gone. We'll choose this screenshot and place it here. This is it. So we have our logo. It's unfortunate that it's inverted because I've been taking the camera while it's inverted, but we can just try to change it. We go to Object. Well, you can right click on it and say Transform, Reflect in a vertical way, and you say OK. So here we go with our logo. The best way to come up with it and the quickest way is by drawing. Remember the name was Teresa Jumba, so you can type it here as well. We go to the type tool, type Teresa Jumba. This is the name that we are looking at. Forget about these other features that you see in the background. We are looking at the name Teresa Jumba. You can change the font if you feel like. We have Arial, it's always a good font. So this is it. Basically, let's go straight to the logo. Remember, we drew it using the hand, and now we are going to use the pen tool, draw over this sketch, and come up with the logo. So we'll then choose the pen tool, in the toolbox of Illustrator, zoom in, start drawing over it. Take your time. When you are drawing, we always use a stroke. As you see in the corner here, our mouse is pointing on the stroke. The stroke is the outer lining of a shape, so we'll use that stroke. We've drawn the top part of our letter T that we chose. Let's draw the tail. There we go. Until we join all the anchor points. So we have come up with the letter T. So let's draw letter J. Letter J. Remember the previous lessons we learned how to use curves using the pen tool, how to draw curves. So you should be familiar with this. Whenever you're drawing a curve, you choose the starting point and the ending point. So there we go. So we've come up with the J. Now, we have the circular shape around. This one we may not draw, but we may come up with, when you go to the shapes, there is a drop down arrow that brings you all the type of shapes. Let's choose the circular shape. We draw on top of this, and this shape, you press shift to be consistent, and we come up with this circle. There we go. So at the end of the day, we can easily move away our sketch and put it aside. So we're having a sketch, and this sketch is going to be colored. In Illustrator, we use what we call the swatches. The colors in Illustrator are called swatches. In this case, we'll go to Windows. That's where we find the swatches. You see the word swatches, click on it to bring you a variety of colors. So we can have our J. So Teresa Jumba is a name for a girl or a lady. Ladies like colors that are kind of bright. We can use pink in that case. So we can choose pink for the J. We can use some nice blue as well. That is sharp for the T at the same time. So there we go. This logo looks almost complete, but we haven't yet made it to perfection. So the black that you see in here is simply the lining that I called the stroke. Looking at this toolbox where the mouse is pointing, when you click on the blue, let me zoom in. The inside is the fill, that's the blue, and the outside is the stroke, and that's the black. So we can eliminate these strokes if you want the logo to come out well. We can come and cancel the black. We can as well come and cancel the black and the pink letter J. So in this case, we are almost getting to the final touches of our logo. So this circle was just to give us like another form of creativity to the logo. We may need it or not. In this case, we may give it a color at least that blends with the logo. Maybe we can give that stroke a blue, or increase on its size like 2-3 points. And in this case, we are almost done with our logo. Whereby when we look at Teresa and Jumba, we will have our, let me give a bold letter, that's Arial. Arial bold. So when you look at this word and the logo withdrawn, let me make a copy. You'll find that we have the name Teresa represented by blue, the name Jumba represented by that hot pink, finally we can delete this and come up with this logo. So Control, we can delete this. There we go, and this is the final logo that we've come up with, the Teresa Jumba. I hope this video has made a great change to you, and I believe you can go back and practice whatever you've seen here. If you feel like we can add more, we can add maybe an outer layer, maybe another circle just to represent the pink. But as I said, a logo shouldn't be so much overworked on. It should be simple and precise. So we can have another circle besides this. And finally come up with this, or our logo, or Teresa Jumba. Remember, we chose the initials T and J. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope next lesson you have learned more of how to design logos. It's better you do it from sketch. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Catch you later.